morning, everyone. First, I want to thank Elena. For those of you that were not here last week, Elena shared with us how to invest in ourselves and have a vision for ourselves. She talked about planning the wedding with David, and there were a lot of demands from a lot of people because it's a distant wedding, and they were starting to kind of get a little irritated and trying to make the right decision for everybody else until they stepped back, looked at the big picture, and why were they doing this? For themselves, because they love each other. And that provided them with a vision for their wedding. So I ask you this morning, what is your vision? Do you have 2020 vision? I'm not talking about ocular vision. I'm talking about your own personal vision. What do you want for yourself? If you think about the timeline, what were you doing 5.5 years ago? 5.5 years ago, about 2009. It seems so far away, but it also seems like it happened so quickly. I have an easy timeline because I have a five-year-old, or a child who will be 5 in July. She was born in July of 2009. So I can easily remember that it seems so long ago that Tatum was given to us. But man, she's almost 5. Are you kidding me? I mean, kindergarten in the fall, it just happened so fast because it's one of those fast and slow things that we kind of go through. 5.5 years from today will be the year 2020. What's your vision? Do you have 2020 vision? Do you know where you want to be? What you want to do? It's interesting, these past couple of days, do we have any UT Longhorn fans in the house? It's okay if you don't, because I'm not one. I was at the UT Law School graduation this past weekend. My youngest sister-in-law graduated, and the speech that was given was by the athletic director. I think his name was Steve Patterson. He had a history of owning or managing some sports teams. And he got up there and talked about changing the world. You know, that these law students can go out, whatever their specialty is, and they can change the world in their given field and specialty. Not a valedictorian, but the gentleman who was chosen to get up and, I guess, represent the class, he also talked about bleeding Longhorn orange. I had to take a pause on that one. It didn't make me very comfortable. But he also talked about changing the world. You know, they put all this time and invested all this time in their group study, in their classroom. So how are they going to change the world? Well, again, for your 2020 vision, I submit to you can change your world. So right now, I want to do a vision exercise. I'd like everybody to close their eyes and take a deep breath. Clear your mind. Where do you see yourself in 2020? Where do you see yourself spiritually? Do you have a closer connection with the church, the synagogue? Where do you want to be professionally? Is it with your significant other, your current spouse? And how about professionally? Are you happy where you are? Are you advancing at the pace that you would like? Where do you want to be? Okay, open your eyes. Thank you all for participating in that with me. That can be very empowering. Did you like what you saw? And it's okay. There is no right or wrong answer. Because if you did, you have every ability to get there. If you didn't, or it was kind of murky, you have the ability, as Richard shared with us last week, you can change the script. You can take a step back and look at the big picture. An exercise that can help with that. When you're setting goals, there's 2 ways that you can actually go about doing it. There's a goal and an objective. Some people call it a product goal or a process goal. Let me give you an easy example. For me, 2014, I want to lose 28 pounds. So that's my goal, or that's my product goal. So how am I going to do it? Eat less, eat right, drink more water, exercise. Those are 3 or 4 steps that you can put under your product goal or your goal, and then the process could be the objectives to reach that. So those areas that I mentioned, the spirituality, the professionalism, the personal side, these are all key umbrellas and pillars of our world. You know, just going through that process under each one of those subcategories can give you more clarity to help create your vision. One more exercise I would encourage you, if you like it really, really loud, turn off the radio in your car. Just try it. Whether you go in the grocery or you're going to and from work, it will be so loud. And just tune in to what you're saying to yourself. You'll be surprised at how much clarity that you can really get just by taking that time to be yourself. Or just take some time each week to start putting some ideas on paper that you want to accomplish. And going through that mapping process can be very beneficial. So by taking the time out, looking ahead, and taking a step back to look at the bigger picture, you can get clarity in 2020 vision. Thank you.